Oh, just the love of photography and the beautiful scenery we have around here. Decided to capture the photos and go from there.
Any techniques?
I use a technique called HDR photography for my photos. It gives it the extra detail, and that's usually what I do.
Basically, I was just inspired by the creativity of my husband. Actually, I got the tool for me, and he said that I'm going to do amazing things with it. And so I just started practicing and playing around, and this is what happened.
Any techniques in your...
Well, I do everything freehand, so I freehand draw everything, and then I cut it out with a tool called a plasma cutter, but I do it all freehand, whereas a lot of times when you...
Acoustic player?
Yes.
What inspired you to be an acoustic player?
I mean, I just wanted to learn how to play guitar when I was like 13. So I borrowed my uncle's guitar and learned how to play and bought a guitar for my birthday, and just became like a passion. Like I started going to music school right here in Red Wing, out at the Anderson Center, and loved to perform and sing, and kind of just blew up from there. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
What did you do with pottery?
To do pottery?
Yeah.
Oh, I started taking classes a long time ago, and I loved it. And
good.
I was working as an artist at that time, and I do a lot of art on my class. So it's just fun.
Any techniques with this pottery, or just...
No, I do a lot of hand building and rolling things out. I also like to bake, so I'm used to doing the rolling pin. And I do a lot of slab work. And I also do the wheel, which is fun. So I get all kinds of ideas, which is great for drawing with pots.
Good.
Yep. And people
Do this.
Well, the photography portion kind of evolved over time. I've always been a shutterbug, but I was never really serious about it until, I got up until about 2014, when I started developing a website about travel to places in the Midwest. That evolved into a sunrise photography project where I climbed to the top of Barn Bluff every morning for an entire year to take pictures of the sunrise. All of the photographs here, with the exception of these two.
This.
What inspired me to do this? I don't know. I think I always just have enjoyed drawing, and I like being outside, and I like music. So a lot of my stuff is like animals and music. So all of those things, yeah. I use pencil and ink and watercolor. Yep.
my mother.
Okay, your mother.
What inspired me to do this?
Yes.
This specific show?
That, yeah.
Well, I had quite a few Red Wing paintings and drawings, so I thought a good place to do it would be in Red Wing.
What techniques do you use for your drawings?
Well, I have drawings and paintings. So,
Yeah.
which one do you want to know first?
Drawing.
Drawing is pretty much a realistic 19th century Harper's Weekly type pen and ink drawings. Watercolors, more of the style of artist Edward Hopper, Andrew Wyeth.
For painting.
Yeah, for painting. Grant Wood.
Good.
My wife and I work together.
Yeah.
It's felted wool and handmade paper. We've been working together. We've been married for 50 years. We've been doing artwork together for 50 years.
Yes. Any art techniques you'd use, or?
Needle felting and making paper by hand. I make all the frames, and my wife does the felting work.
Well, as far as pottery goes, I really like the tactile feel, but for the patterns, I'm really inspired by tattoos, especially tribal ones, so I tend to put that on my pots.
So, what techniques do you use for pottery, if you have any?
What?
What special techniques do you have for pottery?
Well, as I said, I paint the patterns on. Basically, I do a wax resist technique, and then I do atmospheric firings. The atmospheric firing that I tend to do the most is called soda firing. And in soda firing, I add a mixture of baking soda, sawdust, and water in small batches, actually to the kiln once it reaches about 2200 degrees Fahrenheit. And until the end of the firing, or when I reach temperature, I do about 12 batches, and that immediately vaporizes in the kiln and then falls on the pieces very randomly. So that's why you see a lot of variation in the texture and the color within the patterns, as well as in some of the glazes.
Jewelry.
Oh, I love rocks, and so I had a lot of them. I don't know. And I'm fascinated by shapes and all the beautiful things nature makes, and jewelry is a good place to put that.
So I guess nature gives you all the techniques for this.
Well, it gives me all the inspiration, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's good.
I just like the feel of wood. It's fun. It's fun to work with wood, and it's rewarding to look inside a piece and see what the grain that's inside.
Wow. Do this.
I've always been kind of a creative person, so I really like to be able to channel that into my knitting and share that with people who like to purchase it and wear it and keep it warm.
Any knitting techniques you know of?
I use the knitting in the round technique to make my hats, and then for cowls I use the seed stitch, so you knit one, purl one, back and forth over the rows.
Good.
And something to do. He loves wood. The grain of wood is awesome, so he loves to see what he can create with it. We try and make really useful items, so it's cutting boards, sofa tables, coffee tables, benches, things that you can use in your home.